Commander, welcome. Let's get started right away.
Of course. I'm sure time isn't on our side.
It so rarely is. Galena Rands. I'm the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. But don't hold that against me.
Honestly, every politician I've ever met was an idiot.
Well, let's see if I can make it through the briefing without embarrassing myself and go from there.
This is Fleet Admiral Newman. He'll be commanding the naval aspects of Corellia's defense.
A nearly impossible task, unfortunately.
All right then. How do we defend Corellia? How do we save the Meridian Complex shipyard?
The captured Dark Counselor, Darth Savick, revealed much about the enemy fleet's capabilities, but she didn't know their attack plan. I've positioned our ships for maximum flexibility. Rapid reaction is our best hope.
How can the Alliance fleet help with the battle?
I'd like to keep them hidden on the far side of the planet Talos. Once we've seen the Empire's strategy, they can hyper-jump in wherever they'll be most effective. Savick has also revealed that the Imperial Armada will include a group of dreadnoughts equipped with Isotope 5 generators, and another with silencer superweapons.
Meaning?
The Isotope 5 ships will be much faster than standard, with far stronger shields. The silencers can destroy capital ships in a single shot.
Sounds like we don't stand a chance.
Savick told us exactly how much Isotope 5 is left in the Empire's reserves. They won't be able to operate those ships for long.
And dreadnoughts equipped with silencer weapons sacrifice their hangars and most point defense weapons to do so. They'll be weak against starfighter attack.
Alright, that's everything in orbit. How about planet side?
Anti-aircraft turrets and defensive shielding are already in place. So long as they remain operational, the facility will be safe from aerial attack.
And our ground forces?
We've deployed as many soldiers as possible to the Meridian Complex, but it was built as a shipyard, not a fortress. We can only station so many troops in the facility before we end up leaving them exposed. So, the rest are positioned as close by as possible.
I've gathered as many Jedi as I could to join the defense, including volunteers from Corellia's Green Jedi. But there are still too few to repel a significant Sith contingent. Commander, we'd like you and your Alliance forces to join the ground defense group and help tip the odds in our favor.
If we stop the Empire in orbit, the ground defenses won't be necessary. You don't think Newman can handle his job?
I think we should prepare for all possibilities.
We are at a significant numerical disadvantage. Ground defenses are only prudent.
Sounds like everyone knows their job. The Republic's counting on you, friends. If we're gonna put up a decent fight going forward, we need that shipyard. Make us all proud.
Safe travels. Newman out.
We'll make our way to Corellia in my personal ship. There should be just enough time to cook up a nice rishkate and a pot of Gatalenton before we arrive.
Tau informed me of Arn's difficulties on Meksha. I want to thank you for keeping her involved as you did. Arn acted rashly, but thanks to you, Master and student have been brought closer together as a result. Recognizing when help is needed can be very important, but recognizing who should be giving that help, that can be even more important.
You're making a huge mistake. Those two are a disaster waiting to happen.
Perhaps so, but that is my mistake to make. My responsibility, not yours. Just as Arn is Tau's responsibility, and not yours. Now then, enough talk. We have a battle to win, don't we? Not to mention, I was in a Bacta tank the last time Daerun brewed this tea of his. I want to see what all the fuss is about. But you must admit, it's hardly the Sith approach.
I've grown far stronger working beside him than I ever could have become through treachery.
Intriguing. I suppose the Sith Code never specifically calls for the usurpation of the Master by the apprentice. Merely the pursuit of greater power.
Precisely. It's only natural that the strongest should lead, but the goal should be strength, not necessarily leadership. If one is truly strong, leadership comes inevitably.
A unique point of view among the Sith.
Perhaps that's why we aren't among the Sith now.
Passing the time with a bit of philosophical discussion?
Yes, quite enjoyably, in fact. I hope we can speak more later.
Exiting hyperspace in the Corellia system, now.
Groups 4 and 5, position Orc 9. 6, 7, and 8 staggered column behind them.
Down here. Report.
The enemy arrived ahead of schedule. They're split into 3 groups we've designated Hound, Raptor, and Swarm. Energy signatures tell us Hound group contains the Isotope 5 dreadnoughts. They're approaching our lines head-on at maximum speed. Following behind, Raptor group, vertical halo formation to maximize field of fire. The silencers, covering Hound group's approach. Swarm group contains the bulk of the attacking fleet. It dropped out of hyperspace on the far side of the planet, well out of weapons range. Objective, unknown.
Understood. How can we help?
Approaching the vector we're sending now to avoid Raptor group's targeting range. Then make for the surface.
Admiral, it's Swarm Group. The vessel opened fire.
Opened fire on what? We're out of range.
They aren't firing on us. They're firing on the surface, the cities. Residential, manufacturing. It's totally indiscriminate.
We have to stop them. Thousands, even millions could die.
We have no ships to spare. Only the Alliance fleet in reserve, and we need them to trap the silencers. Commander.
Forget the plan. Those people need us. Admiral Ego, get to the far side of Corellia. Stop the Imperials any way you can.
Copy that. Moving out.
Reading multiple new targets. They must have been hidden by Hound's energy signatures.
They're going to beat us to the surface. All shuttles, prepare for launch.
All clear. Looks that way. You saved me. Thank you. Thank you!
Commander.
Tal, Arn.
We're all right, old man.
And this is?
Theron Cedrax, foremost authority on exotechnology and principal systems engineer of this once fine facility.
Where's Darth Malgus?
Sidetracked. Stalled. Diverted! When I calculated that our physical security was insufficient, I rerouted all facility defense systems to a secondary control station near the top of the spire.
It's a miracle that you survived to tell us. How did you manage it?
Once I established my dedication to the pacifist ethos, I was deemed non-threatening and merely stunned. Presumably they recognized my genius and intended to press me into service. The Sith Lord, Malgus? He and the last of his troops set off up the elevators toward the secondary controls. You're not too late to stop them.
If you read me, you better hunker down. Some of the reinforcements got past us, and they are not in a great mood.
We can hold this level with our troops. You 3, go on. Malgus must be stopped.
Come with us, we can fight him together.
No, seeing me alive will only fuel his rage even further. This is your fight, all 3 of you. Fight as one, and you can defeat him. May the Force be with you.
Malgus.
Commander, I've been looking forward to meeting you. And Towered Air, didn't you bring that old fool with you? I'm told he survived our last encounter.
Too bad you're not going to survive this one.
Death is nothing.
Alert! Shield power decreasing. Shield system failure imminent.
Shall we die together?
You think we'd give up so easily?
I think I will kill you easily.
Again.
So it wasn't just a story then. You actually destroyed him. You are strong enough. No matter. I will not fail. Your shipyard will crumble. Your republic will burn. I will not fail.
damage detected. Systems failures detected. Systems failure. Systems failure. Failure.
Objective complete. Regroup at RV Point, Auric.
Emergency response protocols. Search and rescue teams to your shuttles.
We've lost the battle, but we haven't lost our people. Move!
Commander, we need to meet. I would like to convey my master's congratulations on your recent success. We can use the same location as last time.
You have any idea where I am right now? I can't talk.
I know where you are at all times. Do not leave me waiting.
Commander, good to see you still in one piece.
Tau and Arn both escaped with only minor injuries. They'll be along shortly.
We still have teams searching the wreckage, but it would seem Malgus has escaped us once again. So many losses, and now, the shipyard. It's hard to accept.
Malgus is the reason for all of this. What are we doing to track him down?
All of our remaining forces are on the alert. We haven't tracked any other ships leaving Corellia toward Imperial space. But with all of the damage, nothing is certain.
Without fresh ships, we have to put every major offensive on hold. It's gonna be a bloodbath out there. We were already behind in ship numbers and resources. Account for everything we lost in the battle, and we've got a tough run ahead of us.
This won't be the end of us, Chancellor. We'll find a way to keep going. We have to.
I know. You've got every bit of my faith. It's a good thing we've got the Alliance to back us up. We'll need your help now more than ever.
How are you planning to move forward from here?
A lot of falling back to start with. But I've got something else in mind for you. A special new project we're spinning up. General?
Task Force Nova. A joint military and civilian effort to help the Jedi rebuild their order.
My research suggests that there are still countless Jedi scattered across the galaxy. We will find them, and we will build them a new home.
The Jedi have gotten by fine without me for a long time now.
I think the current state of the Jedi Order is in strong evidence to the contrary.
For the Republic to survive the troubles ahead, we need the Jedi back at full strength. And we can't make that happen without you and your alliance.
Master Nosteral and I will stay in contact as we work out the details. For now, rest and recover. You've earned it.
May the Force be with you, Commander.
Until next time.
The body count is too high.
Soldiers die in war. The reasons are immaterial.
Those people the Imps bombarded on Corellia weren't soldiers.
Theron?
I know you didn't pull the trigger on all of those civilians, but you're helping the people who did. I trust you to make the right calls. But it doesn't seem like you can trust them to do the same.
A spy really should be more flexible. Shall we stop by the cantina? I understand one of the generals is offering free drinks for anyone with an impressive Corellia story. Not the cantina, then.
Hey, need a minute of your time.
I'll find you later.
Well, if it isn't the improvised free-climbing champion of Corellia.
When he smashed the platform, I thought it was all over. I can't believe you managed to get back up there. If we'd just been faster.
It was Malgus. We were lucky to survive at all. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been there. Thanks.
Look, I have places to be, so if there's nothing else...
Yeah, there's something else. When Arn and I were buried in all of that wreckage, we didn't dig ourselves out. We had help.
From who?
Someone who loves you.
Kira!
It's been so long.
We meet again, at last.
Wait. You're the one who attacked me on Mek Shah. You've been following me. Watching me. Why?
A necessary test.
And you passed.
What are you talking about?
The Emperor, Tenebrae, Vitiate, Valkorion, whatever his name. He was a part of you. We all felt his destruction, but he has always been a master of deceit. We had to be sure that he wasn't lingering in your mind, hidden, waiting to come out only in the most dire circumstances. Now, we are sure.
The two of you are gone for years and then show up and attack me? I want a real explanation.
We were fighting the same enemy you were, just on a different front.
We can't risk saying more here. Let's travel to your base on Odessum. It should be safe for us to talk there.
About what?
The final gruesome weapon of Tenebrae.
Victory on Corellia has placed the Empire in a superb position. You are to be commended for ensuring that victory without compromising your cover.
When can I start fighting openly for the Empire?
That day may yet come, but for now, you are causing more damage from within. My master has been very pleased.
Your master?
Darth Zarion, we meet at last. This task force you've been asked to join, it is rife with opportunity. Through you, our ancient enemies can finally be eliminated. Without their strongest defenders, the Republic will crumble into dust. Remain in contact. You may soon become the instrument of the Empire's ultimate victory.
It's still hard to believe that you're both back after all this time.
To be fair, we weren't the ones who disappeared in the first place.
True. We weren't the ones who charged away aboard an exploding ship.
All of those years without you. It wasn't easy. I was a nervous wreck, wondering what had really happened to you. I guess what I'm saying is, never worry me like that again, okay?
What's important is that we've found each other again. We can move forward together.
Things are finally back the way they should be.
Why don't you tell me what's been going on?
As I told you on Carrick Station, Tenebrae's last gruesome weapon. He sought immortality, but only his endless spite survives now. In your absence, I received guidance from an old ally. The path to our enemy's ultimate death was unfolding, and we had a crucial part to play. Tenebrae hid his original body where no one could harm it. As long as that body remained in stasis, the galaxy's greatest evil could never truly be killed.
Unless we destroyed Tenebrae, the fight against Valkorion would never really be over.
Since Valkorion is gone, I assume you succeeded.
We did. As we later learned, we destroyed his first body just as you purged the last vestige of his twisted spirit from your mind. That is when his final weapon was unleashed. A Sith ritual, carved into his very flesh, unleashed an ancient plague from every molecule of his decaying corpse.
We were both knocked out cold, comatose for more than a year. Satil Shan was the one who finally pulled us out of that nightmare, and started a new one.
Since we had both been vessels for Tenebrae's power in the past, we were both protected to a large degree, like a vaccine. But Satil had no such protection, nor did any of her followers. Within days, they were all laid low, trapped in a nightmarish slumber. in helping us, they are knowingly doomed themselves.
This ritual, what can you tell me about it?
Nothing. We lost consciousness even as we felt it taking shape. The infection is worsening. There is a darkness growing among the afflicted.
We can feel their minds connecting, communicating. We're afraid they might be merging somehow.
Merging into what? Another Valkorian? Is this plague bringing him back somehow?
It's too early to make that conclusion. Whatever it is immensely dangerous. We must stop it.
How?
We loaded Satil and all of her followers onto a transport to keep them quarantined, along with a few Medroids to tend to them. The transport is programmed to fly a random course through unsettled sectors of the Outer Rim, all weeks away from civilization. I can send a signal to alter the course, bring it to another empty system that's closer so that we can meet it in a shuttle.
We board the ship and connect our minds with yours through the Force. Together, we will face this entity and purge it from existence. And if we cannot purge it, then we destroy the transport and hope we've ended the old monster's schemes forever.
We should just destroy the transport now. Send it crashing into a star.
And kill Master Satil and all of her students? Not a chance. If there's any hope of saving them, we have to try.
I must agree. We should try to develop a cure for the disease before destroying it. We cannot know for certain this will be the only outbreak.
It'll be a while before the ship comes back into range. Scourge, did you...
Yes. There is a private matter we should discuss. The sooner the better.